Hi everyone, thanks for joining me again today. I am working on page 3 and 4 in my Traveller's Notebook for the Felicity Jane 30-day journal challenge. And my first page today is about my plants. Well, some of my succulents were blooming, so I took a couple of photos and I've written down that I'm really loving that at the moment. I'm getting very excited seeing all these flowers come out. So what I've got is some Lola paper, and I'm going to do a little flap on that page, but first I'm just adding the day and the date to the top of my little journaled piece there, and I used the day stamp from the Kate stamp set and the Felicity Jane roller date stamp for that. So I'm also just stamping up some words that I'm going to use a little bit later on. It says the little things, and that's from the Zoe stamp set, which you'll see a little bit later. Just cutting that one out. Okay, so I'm just putting some adhesive on the back, and I do stick it down, but then I decide that I want to add some stitching around that before I stick it down. And if I stitch on it, then the stitching would be straight through onto the back of that flap, which I don't want. So I'm peeling that off again and grabbing my sewing machine out. And I actually put some baking paper or parchment paper on the back of that piece because it had the adhesive on it, just so that it wouldn't stick to my sewing machine. You can see I'm just peeling that off again now. So I did add some stitching and a strip of paper along the bottom of the page and around the border of that journal piece. So now I can just go ahead and stick that down onto the front of that little photo flap. And I want to put that heart at the top there. So just making sure I've got the spacing right before I stick this flap down onto the page. So that beautiful black and white floral paper is from the Lola kit. Really love that, and that's that nice green dot spotty paper on the inside, which I quite liked. Okay, so I've also got these little plant die cuts. I absolutely love those. They're from the Gina kit, and I have been hoarding them. I didn't want to use them because they're just so cute, but I'm making myself put them onto this page. So just making sure that first one is centered, and then I can stick the other two across next to that one. So a bit of adhesive on the back and sticking those ones down. They're just so cute. I wish I had more of those. Okay, so inside the flap I've got my two photos. So sticking those ones down. This is the first year I've had my succulents flowering, so I've been very excited to see these coming out. It's springtime here in Australia, so all the flowers are coming out. It's just beautiful. Now, I did already have these pieces stamped. Now, I've used stamps from the Heidi stamp set, and they say pretty at the top and hello gorgeous. I'm putting down the bottom, and I've also added a little puffy bitty heart sticker from the Brooke kit to each of those little labels. I'm adding a little mini wide paper clip to the side of that as well, just for a little bit of added interest. Now I can stick that heart down at the top, and I've got that green label to put across there as well. I think it's from the Gina kit. And then I can add that stamped phrase that I did before, and that says the little things. So sticking that one across there. And this page is done. So giving you a closer look at that before I move on to the next page. Alright, so this page is the next one in my Traveller's Notebook, and this is day 4 of the journaling challenge, and it's about the rainbow that Madison and I saw when we were driving home from school that day. So I'm using the Lola stamp set with the words Today's Story as the title for this page. So I just put the photo and that gorgeous rainbow. Oh, I love that rainbow. I've been really hanging on to that one. I didn't want to use it because it is so pretty, but again, I'm forcing myself to use these beautiful things and have them in my Traveller's Notebook. And that rainbow was from the Brooke kit, the rubber charms that came in that kit. It was really cute. Okay, so I've stamped the title on there. And now I'm going ahead with the day and the date. So again, I'm using the Kate stamp set for the day and the roller date stamp for the date. So just popping that one under the title there. All right. So now I've got my journaled piece, which I just printed out using my computer and just cut it to size. And now I can go ahead and stick that photo down as well. It's not the greatest photo of a rainbow that we've taken, but this is what we managed to snap that day. So I've just used my tape runner on the back of this rubber charm and it sticks down pretty well. Next I've got all those little raindrops to stick on, so I'll do that off camera because it is a little bit fiddly. I'm just gluing those on with some liquid glue. So there you go, just going down each side of the photo, and I have that striped rainbow piece across the bottom of the page as well, and that was some paper from the Brook kit. I'm just adding one more stamp now to the bottom of the page. It says something to smile about, and this page is done. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing these two pages come together. I'll be back again really soon to share some more pages from the 30-day challenge. I'll leave links down below if you'd like to join in. You can join in anytime, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.